99.9% of those coins are garbage scams. So, what's up, guys? I wanted to know on the channel, are you entertained? It's a yes or no question. Do me a favor and drop it in the comment box. I want to know if this channel is entertaining to you. Moving on, guys. We are moving into obviously some things that are that I've been looking at here on the channel that I think everybody should be aware about. So, first and foremost, guys, what coin is in the title? So this is a coin, guys, that people aren't really listening to. That could go up significantly, and the price is already at, we can say, $600. We can say $600. I think the price is down actually a little bit. Last I checked, I will pull it up here. Um, there is a lot of things going on in the crypto world, guys. Obviously, it was a main topic at Davos, at the World Economic Forum in Switzerland. It's been a main. Trump did say he will remain the United States the crypto capital of the world. There are a lot of things kind of going on in the crypto markets that people are not paying attention to for whatever reason. There's some people, I guess, that are. So Bitcoin Cash is at $592. Now, we did a video yesterday, not to be contradictory, because we did do a Bitcoin SV video yesterday. Go back and watch it. It's a fantastic video how we illustrate on how Bitcoin SV price is being, the futures market is presenting it as a loss for the people on the futures market, but while simultaneously taking advantage of the spot price. All right, we've seen this happen in multiple coins. Bitcoin SV, we saw this a lot with Bitcoin Cash until people started moving it off the exchange, and there was a movement in it. There was a movement in the crypto community on Bitcoin Cash that was the reason we're at $600. The reason we're at up 100% this year against BTC Core. And guys, I'm not, Bitcoin Cash is not an adversary of BTC. Just so we're on the same page. I might even title this video Bitcoin. But so Bitcoin Cash, guys, obviously going through some stuff here. There's been quite a bit of action around just general crypto stuff, and we've only seen coins like Bitcoin Cash and Zcash, Dashcoin all rise amid while all the other stuff is happening. So, what does this really mean? Well, it means basically um, it's whatever you want it to mean. I mean, all altcoins are up over 100%, which is a sizable game against BTC. Bitcoin Cash is literally kind of this coin we're watching for one, because we've been covering it, but for two, the fact that it's 100% up for the year, and we're already at $600, right? So it's kind of implying that we're looking at we're looking at a $900 Bitcoin Cash probably fairly soon. I would say that if I had to, unless we see a major correction or a major crash of any type in crypto and general coins, the general marketplace, you know, Bitcoin Cash is it's on the rise to 900. I would say pretty soon. All right, and if you guys are looking at the Bitcoin Cash grayscale market, the trusts on the over-the-counter markets on BCHG, there's not private placement taking place on that. We've covered that in former videos. So if you have a brokerage account that does not offer Bitcoin Cash, last I checked, BCHG Grayscale, Bitcoin Cash Grayscale is trading at a discount. I believe it was a 4 or 5% discount last week or something like that. So multiple avenues on what we're doing here with Bitcoin Cash, guys. Obviously, it up being 100% is the main thing. But I mean, guys, Bitcoin Cash has everything. Okay, Bitcoin Cash has privacy, Cash Fusion. It's got Cash Script for smart contracts. It's got trial and error through various things that have happened with the community at various prices. Obviously, there was Smart BCH. There was fucking Roger Veer basically getting apprehended and off the coast of Spain and be basically having to stay on an island for a year. So there's internal things within the Bitcoin Cash community that have happened, and we're all still here, right? The prices are higher than ever right now. And like I said, I'm literally looking at Bitcoin Cash probably being a $900 price range to 1,000, kind of priced in within the next 1 to 3 months. So, at $600, it might be a little bit high. People might be like, oh, it's already high. The crypto market's just high right now. But when we look at the charts, when the charts are looking bullish against BTC. So unless Bitcoin BTC makes a power move to fucking 200,000 and leaves all the rest of the coins behind and simultaneously not pulling up any of the other parts of the market, we very well could see Bitcoin Cash, coins like Monero, coins like Zcash, coins like Tron, in broader crypto altcoin pushes on the upside against BTC. That's exactly what I'm suggesting. And, this could be anywhere from 1 to 10x. We could get to 10x. The market could run sideways briefly, and then we can see an overall massive accumulation of BTC Bitcoin, pushing markets to unbelievable levels. We could see levels we've never seen. And just to give you an idea, if we're looking at a $10 trillion crypto market, which we all know is coming, we do know that market is coming. If it's in some of these decentralized networks, people are choosing to run certain software to better their lives, then we literally could see coins like Bitcoin Cash even explode much higher, potentially into the $20,000, $100,000 range. Now, these are massive numbers, guys. All right, Bitcoin Cash, I believe right now it's sitting at spot 11. It's got a market cap of just 12 billion, under 12 billion, 11 billion 850, right above Monero, which we've seen climb considerably in the rankings over the last few weeks. Monero touching $780 briefly a week or two back when I was doing a podcast on the Coin Zone. So go back and watch that. We did a simultaneous video on the channel, I think 2 or 3 videos back. So Tether Gold up as well, guys. Like I said, Tether Gold was up, hitting almost $5,000. Actually, looks like it did hit 5,000, which is just the price of gold, right? So we have all these things in the pipeline, here for Bitcoin Cash. And like I said, Bitcoin Cash could reach potentially 900 soon, and then obviously, depending on what the market is looking like structure-wise, if we have people coming in, it could push Bitcoin Cash to potentially several $1,000s, upwards to 10 to 20,000 and beyond. There's no time limit on that's the specific beyond part though, guys, because like I said, we're at a $12 billion market cap. Just for people that are into math, but don't look at the prices regularly. If we were to double in market cap, we'd be at 1,200, right? We'd be at 1,200, and we would be under Tron. We would be right at Dogecoin and Tron position. So we really would only move up one position past Cardano. And I'm not expecting Cardano to stay at spot number 10, guys. It's at 36 cents. I mean, if you guys have been watching Charles Hoskinson, he's been very vocal recently on a variety of different topics, including his new private experiment through Midnight Sidechain that he's it's going to be a big thing, guys. Like when this thing gets the attention of Japan and some of these other places where he's doing the road tours, it's gonna push Cardano much higher too. So again, it's not about Bitcoin Cash completely, but for the sake of this video, we do believe Bitcoin Cash has a considerable amount of room to run. And then the next stop would be under Solana. That would be 6x from where we're currently at. We'd be looking at a $3,600 US dollar price per Bitcoin Cash. And we'd only be sitting at spot number 7. So it would only be going from spot 11 to 7. That's not a lot of spots to climb, but guys, we're talking right now. We're talking right now. I don't know how many. I don't see on CoinMarketCap where Binance is listing the current how many cryptocurrencies there are, because they've done this new thing where they set up different categories based on these subcategories that are once you get past 100 spot 100 or 200, we can say pretty much 99.9% of those coins are garbage scams. So there's all those running in the background, guys. You got to think of that too. With Bitcoin Cash being at spot number, like I said, it's at spot number 11. It's been between 11 and 15 for, I believe, over a year. And then before that, we were watching the volume being a main one of top four volumes during the bear market from what we saw via CoinMarketCap. And CoinMarketCap is a reliable data feed, guys. So, I mean, we have to put that in consideration. We're not looking at analytical data that's potentially, we look at World Coin Index because we simply want to see the price per Bitcoin. It's easier for viewing, but CoinMarketCap is giving you a clear representation of a data feed with Bitcoin Cash. Like I said, being up at the spot near Solana would only make it in the $3,600 range, and $3,600 for Bitcoin Cash is still under its all-time high. I believe people have said we've hit 4,200, 4,800 on Coinbase. There's somebody in the exchange. He must have been buying the very top of the market, but I did see Bitcoin Cash, I think, go up briefly to about 3,200 during the hash wars. And you gotta think, guys, for a minute there, Bitcoin Cash had a chance not only in market cap dominance, but hash power, right? We can't so lightly forget that the hash power was really strong on Bitcoin Cash. I mean, it was literally it was a moment that I remember exactly what I was doing in that moment. All right, so we're looking at those different things, guys. We're not just talking about a random coin. We're talking about Bitcoin Cash potentially going to $900 within potentially a couple days to a couple months. And then obviously, if we continue that bullish trajectory against BTC Core with Bitcoin running at 90K, we could also assume that price on Bitcoin Cash would accumulate. And if we went 300% up on BTC, where would we be? We'd be in the $1,200 range right now. So those little jumps on BTC that we've been doing over the last year, if those leaps start getting bigger, we're raising into levels that we know are achievable. I mean, we hit over 1,700 last bull run in 2021. So the idea for Bitcoin Cash to go higher isn't so hard to believe. That the price to push it there obviously would be, we'd be a 30-40 billion dollar market cap, but we're only raising 2 or 3 spots. So it's not we're going the distance, guys, but also understanding the math that takes us there. So to get to 1,200 to 900, I think that's pretty realistic. I think those prices are actually more inbound than trying to generalize and think that we can just very easily go to 20K. But we have seen other coins, BTC obviously, climb from just under $1,000 to 20K in one cycle. So the possibility is definitely there. Do not rule that out on Bitcoin Cash, because again, spot 11 billion. We have ongoing developments in the community. We're not going to cover all those tonight, but Bitcoin Cash has it all, guys. So if people are wondering where my positions are, I've had Bitcoin Cash positions for quite a while, guys. You know that. We were one of the only channels on the internet in 2022, 23 talking about Bitcoin Cash. You couldn't even find anything. There was literally 1 or 2 people creating content